doors can be narrow in a number of different ways. One, within the people, for the people who come into our existing church, our existing services, it's about not making unnecessary hindrances in people's experience of church, making it as easy as possible for them to engage with what's going on and to feel that it might be a place where they wanted to come back to.
I think the question is how we present the kingdom to the community of Harrogate as a whole in a way that is not requiring them to come to church, but to recognise that they can be church themselves. I think it's not about populating pews on a Sunday, it's more about establishing the kingdom within Harrogate as a whole. Whilst the established church speaks into the lives of an awful lot of people with its structures and its processes, I think to a lot of other people who are unchurched, it's quite an intimidating place to go and to be. It's almost like a secret society that they're not a member of, and that there are behaviours inherent within that they just don't understand. Other than school, there's no other place where you're asked to stand up and sing in public. And I think when we, chant prayers together, that to some people can seem a bit weird and almost cultish.
There's then the wider issue of actually how do we open the doors so much, widen them so much, so actually we're taking church out into places where it doesn't happen at the moment. Things like cafe church, of messy church, of just new ways of creating community and bringing the church community into those areas. So finding ways to meet around activities that people are involved in.
Rachel and Richard and I went on a course a couple of years ago called the Mission Shaped Ministry course. And what was drummed into us during that course was the importance of listening and waiting on God and listening to His voice and His plans, but also listening to the community as a whole and what its heartbeat is and what its needs are and how it perceives and expresses those needs, and then starting to speak into those. As we looked at different forms of church through that course, the ones who failed were the ones who dashed out with a preconceived idea as to how they were going to do church to their community rather than being church with their community. And
finding new contexts for meeting in ways that could be church in the future.
We have to speak to our community in the language that they understand rather than necessarily the language in the church.
There are so many things we could do, but if we did anything, we'd actually just be copying what other people are doing. What we need to do as part of the process is to listen to God, listen to our local community, find natural ways of getting people together.
If we keep doing the same old thing, then we're only going to get a certain set of results. And one definition, at least, of madness is to keep doing the same thing over and over again and expect different results.
Whether it's the context of a group meeting at one of our local schools, whether it is a cafe group.
And I think for us we need to look at exactly what it means to throw the net over the other side of the boat and to fish in a different stream using a different way of doing things. And if we can find the right way of doing that, which is in accordance with God's plans, then the return, the catch for us could just be phenomenal.